Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, February 13th, 2023. Welcome to day 755. The United States shot down 3 unidentified objects flying over Alaska, Canada, and Michigan, the 4th such downing in 8 days. Pentagon and intelligence officials say they couldn't confirm whether the objects were a balloon, but said they were traveling at an altitude, roughly 20,000 feet, which made it a potential threat to civilian aircraft. The Chinese spy balloon that drifted over the United States flew at 60,000 feet and did not pose a danger to aircraft. General Glenn Van Herk, commander of the North American Aerospace Defense Command and the U.S. Northern Command, said, "I'm not going to categorize them as balloons. We're calling them objects for a reason. I'm not able to categorize how they stay aloft." After the briefing, a defense official clarified that there was no indication of aliens or extraterrestrial activity with these recent takedowns. The Pentagon later said that the object that was shot down in Canadian airspace appeared to be a small metallic balloon with a tethered payload below it. The Biden administration announced the formation of an interagency group to address the unidentified objects that are flying over North American skies. Moving on, a judge in Georgia ruled that portions of a Fulton County grand jury's investigation into Trump and his allies' actions after the 2020 election should be made public. In an 8-page ruling, Judge Robert McBurney ordered the report's introduction and conclusion, along with the section where jurors expressed concern that some witnesses may have lied under oath during their testimony, to be made public on Thursday. Those witnesses are not identified. Recommendations on who should or should not be prosecuted will also remain secret to protect due process rights. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis said last month that decisions on whether to bring charges were imminent. Meanwhile, the special counsel investigating Trump's role in the January 6th attack subpoenaed Mike Pence for documents and testimony. Jack Smith's office wants Pence to testify about his interactions with Trump leading up to the 2020 election and the day of the attack on the Capitol. Trump's lawyers, however, are expected to fight Pence's subpoena on executive privilege grounds. Trump's legal team also turned over more materials with classified markings, including a laptop that belongs to an aide who works for the Save America PAC. Trump's aide had previously copied those same pages onto a thumb drive and a laptop, apparently not realizing that they were classified. The laptop and the thumb drive were turned over to investigators in January. Trump's attorneys also handed over an empty folder marked Classified Evening Briefing. One of Trump's attorneys said the classified folder was in Trump's bedroom because Trump used it to block the blue light from his landline phone. The FBI, meanwhile, removed a document with classified markings from Mike Pence's home in Indiana, and 6 additional pages without such markings that were not discovered in the initial review were also removed. Moving on, Trump's 2020 campaign hired a research firm to prove Trump's electoral fraud claims. Berkeley Research Group was hired to study 2020 election results in 6 states and to look for fraud or irregularities to highlight in public and in the courts. The findings, however, were never released because the research contradicted some of Trump's theories, such as his baseless allegations about rigged voting machines and large numbers of dead people voting, and the firm couldn't prove that Trump was the rightful winner of the election. And finally, CDC researchers report that teen girls in the United States are engulfed in a growing wave of violence and trauma, showing increases in rape, suicidal thoughts, and record levels of feeling sad or hopeless. Nearly 15% of teen girls in the United States reported that they were forced to have sex, an increase of 27% and the first increase since the CDC began tracking it. 30% of teen girls said they have seriously considered suicide, up nearly 60% over the last 10 years, and 57% of teen girls said they felt persistently sad or hopeless, twice the rate of boys and the highest rate in a decade. The CDC's Youth Risk Behavior Survey is conducted every 2 years and is based on data collected from a nationally representative sample of students in public and private high schools. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.